Hey, good morning. Hope we're all doing well. Another beautiful day out here in Western Queensland. What's that I smell this morning? Is that some freedom? Is that democracy? Is that changes in the winds for our great nation Australia? Hey, my fellow Aussies, it was good to sit back last night and watch yous all come together and vote in a party that's going to enact some real change within our great nation Australia. I'm so proud to see yous all come together and put aside all the influence from the radical left organisations and influences around Australia that were trying to distract and deceive you all to vote for that Millthorpe or even any Labor or Greens. But hey, listen, what a great night. You should all give yourself a pat on the back. Pauline Hanson, One Nation team, he's done very well. That's why this morning I thought I'd dust off the cobwebs and put on me One Nation shirt, put on me One Nation hat. And I've even got a bit of One Nation merchandise memorabilia. Look at this sign, I've had it for years. The great Pauline Hanson, looking fit as always. Hey, you wouldn't believe what else I got here. You know, there was a time where I thought, oh, Clivey, you know, there was a time that I thought Clive might have been for Australia. Anyway, I just keep that one for shits and giggles, the old United Party. What was the other one he tried to do? The Patriots Party or something anyway. Clivey, sit it out, mate. Anyway, yeah, I even got me membership, One Nation membership card here. There it is there. Number 16,370. Got it in 2020. I even get a yearly birthday card signed by the Honourable Pauline Hanson, which I appreciate. And I've actually kept them all. And so proud to see you all defeat that Millthorpe. I've been talking about the Teals, the Climate 200, the Get Up, or radical left organisations for years. Ever since the radical left Get Up organisation and the Climate Change 200 was down in Victoria, and they won the seats for all those Teal members down in Victoria, like Zalia Steggall and Allegra Spender. I've been onto them, and they are a horrible organisation. They have got radical left ideologies. They want to destroy our country. They want to destroy Western civilization. They want to change our country, and we cannot let them do this, my fellow Australians. And I'm so happy to see you all stand together to defeat that radical left virus and disease that is destroying our nation within. And yeah, what a great day, eh? 2026 by-election in Farrer, One Nation won the federal seat, marking the first time in Australia's history the party has secured a seat in the House of Representatives. Well done, that's a big achievement. The outcome was widely described as a political earthquake, as it ended a 77-year reign of the coalition dominance in the regional seat in New South Wales electorate. Good stuff. Key election results: David Farley, One Nation, a high-profile agricultural leader, won the seat with a 57% vote over Michelle Millthorpe at 42%. The coalition, the Liberal Party's primary vote plummeted to 12%, while the Nationals contested the seat for the first time in 25 years, but only received 10% of the vote. The coalition, I got no idea what yous are up to. The Liberal Party, yous have completely lost your ways. And the member who was running for the seat for the Liberal Party in the seat of Farrer, that lady, I forget her name, but she was, I'd seen an interview, she was harping on about following in the footsteps of Susan Lee. Well, you failed straight away by saying that. I could not believe that the Liberal Party allowed her to get up and say that Susan Lee did a good job, that Susan Lee looked after the seat of Farrer for however long she was in there. I think she was in there for 5 or 6 years. She did a horrible job, obviously, and it's showing in the polls. And what she did, becoming the leader of the Liberal Party, she was bloody horrible, and she tainted the Liberal Party. I believe, this is my opinion, she's tainted the Liberal Party's image even further. You're DEI politics, and you're pretty much the Labor Party, and that's what happened. And unfortunately, my fellow Australians have heavily turned against you. And it just so happened to be that the Nationals had a bit of drama going on as well, and that's the coalition. They have turned their back on you. I go out here in Western Queensland, into rural Australia, no one's voting for you. They all put you in the same seat as the Labor Party and the Greens. So the coalition, especially the National Party, you need to pull your finger out. You need to come up here to Queensland and you need to have a roundtable meeting with David Crisafulli, and you need to enact the policies and you need to follow his structure, because you are a horrible embarrassment. And that canavan, mate, the rubbish that you have said in the past will not change. The zebra doesn't change its stripes, mate. You were for net zero. You were for all this other rubbish. You've never said nothing about mass immigration until it became a popular thing a year ago, and bring in some young country grassroots people who want to fight for our nation and who want to fight for our farmers and fight for rural Australia. I can't believe how crazy left yous are gone, and it's an embarrassment to the great once National Party. I even believe that Bob Katter once ran and once was in the National Party. Hey, how good is it to see those radical left organisations like Teal and Get Up get defeated? All those radical left billionaires like Simon Holmes Accorday, Mike Cannon-Brookes, Twiggy knocked down all the forest. Twiggy, you sit in the middle, mate. You are pro fossil fuel because you own mining businesses, but then you sit on the other side. You take all the taxpayer funded resources for this green renewable energy scam. You take the taxpayer funded subsidies for going green and making all your fucking excavators run on electric. You're taking all the subsidies for this autonomous bloody heavy machinery that you're running in the mines. You've got autonomous haul trucks, picking up, getting loaded and dumping off. You've got autonomous dozers that are pushing, and you've got autonomous excavators that are digging and loading, mate. And this is all the industry and new technology that are taking the high paying jobs off me and my fellow Australians. So you are sitting in the middle, mate. I don't like that. All right, anyway, it is good to see yous all. It's good. You've wasted your money. Apparently you spent a couple of $100,000 on Millthorpe, and she was an embarrassment, a total embarrassment mess. And it is good to see the Teals get called out, because they are shocking. They are green lobbyists in hiding. They are wolf in sheep's clothing. And I've been talking about this since the Victorian election a few years ago. And I did a video that I promised that I'd share every day. I did this video about a month ago that called out Millthorpe and the radical left organisation like Teals and the Get Up and the Climate 200 that are all funding Millthorpe. You had the campaign manager who was also funding Zalia Steggall down in Victoria election a few years ago. His name was Mike Kilowoski. He was the campaign manager for Michelle Millthorpe this time around in the Farrer election. The other thing that I picked up that a lot of people only picked up in the last few weeks, you had Rupert Murdoch's son-in-law, funding Climate 200 with specific funds to go towards the Farrer election to fund Teals, okay? That is Murdoch's son-in-law. All these other Greens that are talking about ending the fossil fuel industry. So it is good to see that radical left organisation and radical left movement get a kick in the backside, and it's good. You keep wasting your money, because my fellow Australians, we are the people of this great nation, and we are waking up to what you were trying to do. You were destroying our prosperity. You were destroying our future for myself and my family and my fellow Australians' family. And we're not going to allow that any further. So I'm going to continue talking out about the Teals, the Climate 200, the Get Up, these rich billionaires like Simon Holmes Accorday, Mike Cannon-Brookes, fucking Rupert Murdoch's son-in-law, these little soft hands. I just want to give a shout out to Pauline Hanson, the One Nation team, and all the members who worked hard and fought for this win down in Farrer. Take your hats off, pat yourself on the back today, enjoy a beer, soak it in, because it's been a while that my Conservatives haven't had a win like this. And this is the movement that we've all been talking about, and let's see it keep the momentum up, and let's see the One Nation train keep going. Toot toot. That's just a quick yarn this morning, my fellow Aussies. One more message to the coalition, the Liberals and Nationals. You need to sort your shit out. Your main purpose should be coming together to get rid of this radical left movement, the Labor, Greens and Teals that have infiltrated our parliamentary system. You need to stop your bickering. You need to stop all your DEI politics and following the Labor and thinking that you don't want to upset certain minorities. All right, you need to come together and fix your coalition party. If yous don't, yous will never be able to come back from this. This is a generational loss. Yous have destroyed the image and the respect of the coalition with my Australian citizens. It's horrible, and yous need to fix it now. All right? Yeah, I'm embarrassed. I used to like the Nationals. I thought they were all right being out here in the bush, but they are not. Hey, yous all have a good rest of the day, and yeah, One Nation, well done. Hooroo.